Hello everybody, my name is Kate and this little girl is
Elsa.
the glitter bug, aka Elsa. Today
Yeah,
what are we going to do? We're going to
make soup.
soup. What kind of soup? Do we have a colour or a purple soup?
No.
Green soup?
No.
What colour?
Orange.
Orange soup. Okay, so first things first, what have we've got clean
Fingers.
hands, so make sure you wash your hands.
Pink.
And we've got all our gear sorted, so let's see Elsa. As you can see, Elsa's got her hair up. Good to keep your hair out your face, away from the outfit. And we are both sporting, what are they called?
Aprons.
Aprons.
Yeah, I got from an apron because I like that.
Thanks, Auntie Juliet. Evidently, Elsa requires some sustenance before we can start, so we're having a little... Desmond, you've got some great hearing, haven't you? There we go, everyone's happy. We are very much experimental cooks. We know how to make basic soups, and then after you get the hang of that, you adapt them in any way that you want. We like to eat, so therefore experimenting with different flavours is no problem for us. So if you're a little bit afraid of going off piste from a recipe, don't worry, just do what you're comfortable with. Elsa's going to tell us what equipment we need. So first of all, what is this thing over here?
A kettle.
Kettle for boiling water. What are you holding?
A spatula.
Spatula, that's right, thank you. What is this?
A chopping board.
A chopping board,
A scraper.
scraper or a peeler, and a
Knife. A sharp knife.
sharp knife. Today we are going to be doing hand over hand cutting skills. Elsa is now going to tell us what ingredients we need. So what have we got? Show us our ingredients.
Onion.
Onion,
Carrot.
carrot,
Cheese.
these stock cubes, couple of stock cubes,
And pepper.
pepper of your choice. What's this big thing?
A big potato.
Not baked potato. What kind of potato? It's not salty, it's not sour, it's sweet.
Sweet potato.
Right, and we've got two other things here as well, and this, don't batter them, thank you, put that down. What's that?
Garlic.
And ginger.
Ginger and pepper.
We're also going to be adding passata to our soup for a nice tomatoey flavour. First things first, Elsa is going to open the stock cubes. We're going to add that to our pot of boiling water. Well done, there we go, that's your first one. You've got the veggie one done, and this is one of Elsa's favourite jobs. And once that's done, Mummy likes to chop up the stock cubes just so it's easier for them to dissolve.
Can I help you chop up them?
Yeah, we'll do a wee bit hand over hand. Well done, kid. Here we've got our lentils that are boiling up.
Give me my phone.
And now it's time to...
Chop up the thing!
If you're doing hand over hand, make sure that you, the adult, has control over the implement, okay? It's up to you whether you want to allow your child or young one to get too close to what they are chopping. We've got this cool little finger guard.
Yes, so I don't have a finger.
That's right, okay? Oops. Probably most people don't do this. I like to do it because otherwise you can end up with big chunks of stock cube that don't quite dissolve. Glad to see, Elsa, that you are keeping your eyes firmly on the chopping board. Right? Wonderful. Elsa is peeling a bit of garlic. I'm just going to quickly grate a couple of carrots. To say Mr. Desmond is lingering nearby, ever hopeful of a treat. And this is, oh, wee bad bit there, let's take that straight off. Carrot, carrot, carrot. There's somebody who's going to linger here looking for an orange treat. Okay, I'm actually going to grate the ginger
And garlic.
the garlic, yeah, because we don't want any big chunks, do we? Because it can be quite overpowering.
No big lumps.
Now, Elsa, what is it you've chosen to chop today and why?
Pepper.
Right, now you had a really good reason for that. What did you tell Mummy today? You were going to chop the pepper and I was going to do the carrots and the potato. Now, why was that?
Because it's hard for me.
Right, so root vegetables are probably going to be a little bit too hard for your young person to chop up, okay? So Way to differentiate this task and is to, you know, make sure you're working together. Challenge your young one where appropriate, and
Oh, yes.
share out the task responsibly. Once you feel that they've mastered certain things and are ready to move on to the next thing, can you stop that please? Then you'll know it's time for a new challenge. Make sure you wash your vegetables thoroughly. That could be something that your young person does, okay? Great. Good idea to have some plasters for when you have an unfortunate little accident with a knife. No, you can't grate it because that's a chopped carrot and sweet potato ready to go in to boil away with the lentils. Your root veg take the longest to cook, so they need to go in at the moment. Okay, next we're going to grate with this tiny little rasp the garlic and the ginger. Now I have a tip. This is my mummy's tip, and in order to make the most of your ginger, you take a little teaspoon and you simply peel away the skin, and that will take a minimal amount of ginger away. You can do this. Why don't you see? You hold it like that and then scrape it down.
Okay.
Okay. I don't really want you to do it onto the chopping board though, because that's where my garlic's going to go. How is it? Is it easy or is it hard? It's too hard, Mummy will do it. Okay.
It's too hard.
Right, and this is one of those tasks it's okay for you just to sort of let your child experiment with, because it's quite difficult for you to get hurt. The garlic and ginger is all grated. I like to put this in now so that it can release its flavour through the soup. Next up we'll do our onion and our pepper. Another child-friendly task is the peeling of the onion. Are you going to come and do it on shot so that we can see you doing it? Well, I can't see you over there. Can you come over here so that we can see you? Just put it here and we'll put them all right. So you're peeling it off. That's great. So that's a nice user-friendly thing that anyone can do, and that means that I can get on with cutting the onions. Onions can be a little bit slippery, dare I say dicey, boom boom. So probably better for the adults to do that task. You don't need to worry about things being uniform in size because everything's going to get blitzed down in this soup. I've also added some paprika because I like the way it tastes and smells.
I do like that.
We've got a bit of an Asian flavoured soup going on, so if you wanted to make it more kind of Thai, we've got the ginger and the garlic in it already. You could put some lime juice in it to give it a nice little bit of
Why do you stop?
tang, and you could also put in some chili pepper, but we're probably not going to do that.
No, because I don't like chili pepper.
However, if you do put chili pepper in and find it's too much, what can we put in to cool down the soup? What does Mummy put in for you sometimes when it's too hot? It's white.
No.
Or yogurts. Or you could put some additional spices in once it's plated up.
Yeah.
All to taste. Keep an eye on how much liquid is in your soup. Add more so that it doesn't dry out. You can always add more liquid to soup, but you can't take it away so easily, so bear that in mind. It may be that you add more stock or just some more water if you see that that it's reducing too much. As you can see, that the pepper's cut up, but Elsa's going to take out the seeds and the stalk so that we can use it. When you go to it, I want you to take this stuff out so that we can get it chopped up. As you can tell from the background noise, this is just a hive of domesticity and productivity.
I can't think I can do
Right,
that.
okay. We're going to chop this together, so again you make sure that you're holding the knife. Now you want to do it in the most sensible way. This is not so good. You could potentially do it like this, but it might be easier and less likely to rock if you lay it flat on its skin. Right, and we're just making little strips. Okay, careful. And then you just put them into the soup. If you want, you can add some salt, pepper. I think the salt cubes add enough salt personally. Yep. Oh, Desmond's here again looking for pepper. Remember, if you're adding your passata, that is another form of liquid as well, which will serve to thin your soup out. You could also add some coconut milk to this, which would make it quite delicious. It's entirely up to you. We're just going to boil it up until everything's soft. You don't want to do that for too long. You want the flavour to remain. As you can hear, Elsa, aka Glitterbug, has lost interest, is now playing with coins in the other room. Naturally, if she returns to help, she will have to have her hands washed again. I put a little bit of desiccated coconut rather than coconut milk or coconut cream in here because this is obviously a time of not necessarily frugality, but just being a little bit more careful about what we eat. And I wasn't sure that I would be having a use for the rest of the coconut milk. So we'll see how it tastes, or if we can taste that at all. Coriander is a good one to put in if you're looking for a herb. If you don't like it, or if you're allergic to any of these ingredients, obviously just miss them out. My helper is next door. She's going like this. I'll be riding shotgun, feeling like a... Whoa! You ready for some soup? Come on then. Just gotta fix her train first, of course. You want the bowl? Or do you want a cup? Alright. So,
Now what straw was it?
I knew you were going to ask that. As you can see, our soup, pretty thick. I went for a hand blender rather than any other kind of blitzer because, to be quite honest with you, it was less of a faff, and I like things to be less of a faff and less of a clean up. Something that's easy to do is preferable in this case. And this little one likes to use straw. It's a little bit hot at the moment. She's chosen to have breadsticks. No doubt there'll be crackers. You can have it with whatever you want. It can be a meal in itself. Add some protein to it. Even better. What a great helper. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, audience. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, audience.
What are we going to do? What are we going to make next? What video? What kind of video?
I
Can't wait to hear this.
Remember again.
No, I'm looking for an idea, some creative burst. What are you looking to do? I think that you're kicking that straw right now. What do you fancy doing next?
You want my apron off?
Just take the apron off, you know. Okay, so what are you thinking? What kind of a... Maybe we could do something outside?
Yeah, that can be a video.
Nice, right?
Got a good video for
Right,
us.
come on then, let's hear it.
So I thought we could do about flower plant, a plant
We like
video.
to challenge ourselves. We'll do something about plants and flowers.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, so I'm going to give you
I'm
a tip.
watering them.
I'm watering them. I'm going to give you a tip right now. If, like many other people right now, you're using a lot of jarred goods, save your jars for afterwards. I have a funny feeling they might come in handy. Bye-bye.